Begets, yo, what's up, guys? What is going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Liverpool versus Arsenal. What happened? I'm not gonna lie when I say that I wanted someone to win. I don't know who. Maybe Liverpool to get as close to Arsenal as possible, so it could be, a really. I can't even say that it's gonna be a two-horse race. This is City. City's still in this, very much so. I think they're very much alive, but then again, Arsenal also, to walk away with the 3 points just to get as far away from City. Because if I want someone to win this league, I'd have to say it's Arsenal. Yeah, it's about time that they win this thing. But City, despite those setbacks, I still think that they're still in this fight. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, look what they did to Fluminense in that Intercontinental World Cup clubs. Yeah, they're still very much in this. Despite not having Gundogan, they're still very much in this. They're not playing as well as they did last season. It's a very different tempo for City, but they're still there. When Arsenal meets City, you gotta like just clear the table. You gotta start from zero. It doesn't matter how well Arsenal are playing. It doesn't matter how bad, if you want to call it that, City are playing. It's a game in and of itself. It's its own game. And I think that City would comfortably beat Arsenal. I see more Liverpool for some reason because of the aggressiveness, being a match for City and being able to beat City in a match. So yeah, I mean, it's good. Both teams played well this game. Both teams played well. They walked away with points. But there's so much football left. There is so much football left. So watch out Arsenal and Liverpool, because City are still very much in this. As for the game, like I said, both teams played well. First half was very riveting. It was very combative. It was very aggressive, very physical. There were a lot of opportunities, and there were so many lost opportunities. The one from Arsenal for Martinelli, the one where Bukayo Saka got in behind Joe Gomez. And then Martinelli ended up doing really well in psyching. I forgot who it was, the defender, that he was going to keep going forward, but he kind of stalled. And I know he had Allison, and he had like three defenders that he had to deal with, before shooting. But that was a chance to do something, to be able to score and be up 2-1, because at that point it was 1-1. Yeah, that was a huge miss for Arsenal. That was a huge miss. But the bigger miss was for Liverpool in the second half with like 5 versus 2, and the ball falls on the one guy that just you would never imagine would miss a shot from there, right? If you wanted someone to have that ball, it'd be him, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I don't know what happened. All he needed to do was pass it in. That was it. It wasn't even a shot. It was just pass it in. Just place it. Just pass it in. Just pick a spot. And ends up hitting the crossbar. Really, really unfortunate, because that could have been a 2-1. I think both teams could have walked away with a 2-1. Easily. Salah, really good goal from Salah. But you know what? Salah, I think that was the only play, and luckily it was the goal. But that was the only play where, how do I say this? Every time he was carrying the ball, it's like, I get it. He's old. He's not feeling it. I know he's trying, but your body's saying one thing, right? Your mind's saying one thing, and your body's doing something else. And anytime he was running with the ball, it was just a little bit too much. The touches, like there was no finesse. He kept pushing it a little bit too much. He kept touching it a little bit too much. The subtleness wasn't there anymore, or isn't there anymore. And luckily, at that one play against Zinchenko, everything was there. Every waypoint was there until he decided to cut in and shoot the ball. And for me, nothing Zinchenko could have done. I don't think that was so much his fault. Commentators were blaming Zinchenko. I don't think it was astounding what he did either. But Salah, I don't know, I keep calling Salah with the perfect touch, the touch that you see Messi do. That's what it was. Everything, like, just that's just innate. And it just happened to be in that moment, and he scored a goal. And I don't know what happened with Arsenal's goal and Liverpool and Konate. What the hell was he thinking? He was trying to play the offside. He was grabbing onto, well, not like pulling him or anything, but just, holding on to what's his name, Gabriel. And for some reason, last moment, I don't know where he got the idea to go back instead of going forward. I don't know. I don't know. Like, did someone yell something? Because everybody else was going forward, and you see him going back. So big screw up on his part, Konate. And it's unfortunate because he was playing really well after that. I mean, he had pretty much Martinelli on check. You know, just the speed was able to catch up to him, and then was able to overpower him. You know, to get the ball away. Really good game from Konate. Just unfortunately gave that ball away. I don't know what happened there. Trent Alexander-Arnold obviously with the passes. Soboslai, you know, something's up with this guy because, again, the same thing I was mentioning with Salah. I noticed like when he was carrying the ball, sometimes it was just, you know, he was out of sorts. I don't know. Yeah, his touch just wasn't there. Yeah, it's like he couldn't really breathe. You know, he couldn't really, you know, find himself just kind of get the ball and just like calm down. I felt like he was too wound up, and anytime he would get the ball would just kind of leave his foot, you know, too soon. And you know, there were like one or two passes that he gave away, but and then his shooting obviously is not there. You know, I could tell he was very frustrated because he had some chances to be able to shoot and hit the target, but he didn't. It would always go outside. So yeah. Oh, and the challenge on Saka to Tsimikas and throwing out Klopp, that was pretty funny. Klopp was looking at Saka like you know what you did. I don't think Saka did that on purpose, but that was funny to see. Saka, as always, man, you know, in this game, I thought he had a pretty decent game, but it's just so infuriating to watch this guy. He has the ball, and there's so many times because he has the physicality. I noticed that he's not only semi-quick. I want to say he's quick, but I don't know. But he's strong, and he also knows how to guard the ball. And there were times that you got to go forward, man, because by going back, you know, 2-3 people are gonna get there. You know, you got to keep going forward. If you're gonna lose the ball going forward, right? Because the ball's gonna, more than anything, gonna go forward. And he ends up doing that little cutback. Just so annoying from Saka. He didn't have a bad game. He didn't have a horrible game or anything, but I just question why. And the way Arsenal fans, you know, anytime I tune into some Arsenal content channel, people talking, they're praising him. And bro, you don't have to praise him. You could say he's a good player, but you don't have to praise him like he's gonna be a legend one day. It's like, nah, dude. At this pace, he should be irreplaceable. Again, it's just annoying. I don't know. I grew up with a different type of football where a winger was more, you know, like say, like Martinelli. Martinelli lost a lot of balls going forward, but at least he was going forward, you know. But Saka loses the ball going backwards, always cutting in, you know. He's so left-footed, right? He's so one-footed, you know. I think he had one against Joe Gomez that he decided to take it down the line and cross, and there was danger there. I mean, nobody from Arsenal got there, but there was danger there. So yeah, just pisses me off sometimes with this kid. So yeah, it was a decent enough game. There were chances. Salah, I think, had another chance with, I think it was it Endo with a cross, and I think it was Soboslai, or I think it was Gakpo that ended up flicking the ball back to him. And again, also being very left-footed, Salah, he decided to volley it. I saw that it was more comfortable. I know he's more comfortable with his left, but a lot more comfortable getting the volley. The ball was going to drop down and hitting it with your right foot, and he decided to hit it with his left foot. So that was a chance to at least hit target, maybe rebound, and somebody else would have gone in and pushed it in, right? So yeah, Gakpo I thought had a decent game. Diaz, you know, not there. Yeah, Kai Havertz. I don't know what to say about Kai Havertz. Yeah, who else? I'm trying to think of somebody else that I was thinking that had. Gabriel had an okay game. Rice, chicken fried rice. I heard somebody was saying he had a phenomenal game. I didn't see it. I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't think he had a bad game, but I just thought he was in the game. You know, that's it. He did a decent job. You know, I don't know about phenomenal, extraordinary. That's what Liverpool. Arsenal fan, obviously. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'll leave it there. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.